So I thought that I'd start my first video on my little series on principled living on answering the question of what is principled living and why do I suggest practicing it. So let me start off with the train of thought that led me to making the decision to do this little video series, which was that in a lot of ways, humanity, or most of humanity, has lost sight of the principles that together form a happy, productive, considerate, safe, caring society. Principles like integrity, like do unto another as you would like them to do unto you, like love thy neighbor as thy brother. There are a lot of different parts of our lives where these principles are suggested and recommended. A lot of different religions suggest practicing these principles. However, the reality is that if we look at the world, it's quite rare to meet people who are really living these principles in all areas of their life. So one of the things that could make such a huge difference to the world as a whole is if we were to, in our individual lives and in our individual capacities, practice principled living, practice living and standing by principles, regardless of where we are, who we're with, how much money is at stake, where the principle of caring for each other comes first before profit and gain and looking after the me, the my and mine. So that is how I got to this point of thinking, you know what, let me make this my focus for a while. Maybe it ends up being more than a while, maybe not, we'll see. So then the other dimension of this is, what is principled living? Now, the very basic definition for me is to practice standing by and living a particular principle or a set of principles in all areas of your life. So like the principles I mentioned before, let's say do unto another as you would have them do unto you. That principle, for example, is the practice of putting yourself in someone else's shoes, looking at the world through their eyes, looking at their choices that are available according to not only where they are at in their life now, but what they have lived, everything that's happened to them, all the choices they've made, everything in their lives leading up to that moment that has defined who they are now. It's that practice of 100% placing yourself in someone else's skin. And that is difficult. I have covered this particular point in videos before and in blogs and a lot of different things. But that's one example of a principle. And the point of practicing these principles, or your principles, whatever you choose to live, in all areas of your life means that it doesn't matter how angry you are, how sad you are, how depressed you're feeling, how much you're feeling sorry for yourself, or how happy you are, how excited you are, that you will always stand by your principles. And that's a thing where a lot of us fall quite frequently, is if things are not going smoothly in our lives, or if we're not having a good day, then we find it quite difficult to stand by the choices that we've made, such as the choice to stand by a particular set of principles. So, principled living means I am going to stand by my principles no matter what. Whether I'm living on the streets, whether I'm busy going through a divorce, whether I am having a bad fucking day, or whether I've just had the best news of my life. It doesn't matter. If I'm with my boss, if I'm with a beggar, if I'm with my mother or my father or my siblings, I am going to stand by the principles that I have decided will make me a better person and will help me to contribute to creating a better world for everyone. So, that is my little introduction. And if you have any particular points, particular principles, particular challenges that you'd like support on, please leave a message or a comment. I'll do a video for you. Otherwise, I will do another video this week on, well, whatever I have whatever is here to speak about in terms of principled living. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.